Look like Puff be saying.
What's up, Speedy?
What's happening, GP?
What's
Rule
going
the
on,
world.
man?
We ready for that Hall of Fame speech, man? We ready for that?
Yeah, man, I got a couple of months, man, January, man, and then I'm going to see what's cracking.
It's coming.
Excuse me, real quick, Mr. Payton, sir, because I call him Mr. Payton.
I will.
Thank you.
Mr. Payton, did you happen to see the Hall of Fame speeches by Shannon Sharp and Marshall Faulk as well as Deion Sanders?
Yes, I did.
Did you notice that all the black men except Deion didn't do it, but the other ones talk about how they neglected their kids in order to reach their goals? How do you feel?
Yeah, sometimes you got to leave the little motherfuckers at home. Huh? Hey, man, shit, I got 8 kids. There's nowhere in the world I could be a great comedian if I had to go home and watch these little motherfuckers.
Well, there's no way in the world you can be a great comedian.
So we ain't worried about you.
Yeah, I got 8 kids. I got to make it happen, man. Shit.
Hey, listen, that ain't been. I ain't gonna never neglect my kids, man. I'm gonna have my kids right there. They're gonna be sitting in the audience, man. I'm gonna recognize them, man, and that's just where it's gotta be, man. You know, some of these kids today, they didn't grow up like us, so we already got a bad omen for them because we done gave them a different life. But you know, I ain't neglecting mine, man. I love mine to death, and shoot, look, I could watch them, be around them, and play basketball, so I'm cool.
Yeah, because if you neglect them, they're going to be on So You Think You Can Dance. So either way it go. That motherfucker doing pirouettes. So better go out there and shoot jump shots with them. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying.
No,
this is what you got to do.
I ain't doing that.
Gary Payton, why are you not here in the big seat today?
Yeah.
Well, y'all know I'm on the road, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to take my son to college this week, and you know he about to go to this little prep school first, and then he gonna go to college after that. He didn't pass that SAT. Like I've been telling these kids, man, they gotta buckle down and be smart on this stuff. And he tried to be a knucklehead. Everybody got a knucklehead in their family, so
yeah, I got one.
He didn't want to do it, so he's got to take the other route. So, but he's making it, and shoot, I'm gonna drop him off here in Phoenix, and pretty soon in a minute. And then I'm going to go to be in Oregon and play in a little golf celebrity tournament tomorrow morning. So I'm just on the road right now, but I'm still with y'all, man. You see me talking, I'm still there with y'all.
Well, you got Jesse in the house.
Yeah, Jesse.
What's going on, GP?
Jess, baby. Hey, what's happening, Jess? Hey, Jess, I seen that piece, man. That piece on Boy Listen Up. Boy, that's pretty good, boy. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing it. You're the best guest we've ever had by far. So,
Jesse,
yeah. Hey, Speedy, they ain't gonna never put you on there because you ain't.
Don't worry about that, boy.
Explain what you're talking about, Jesse.
Yeah, I got an internet podcast called Listen Up. It's a sports talk show, just like this one. We've been doing it.
To be on there.
We're doing it for about a year. We've had multiple guests, mostly like broadcasters, and we had Keith Bullock of the Titans and Giants. So we've had a couple people, but yeah, Gary came on this past week. We got the video on YouTube. It's up on the site. So
and how if somebody wants to watch it, how do they do? Where are they?
Listen Up with jessescott.blogspot.com, and we're at Listen Up Sports on Twitter. So find everything there.
All right, GP in the house.
Yeah, G.
You know, man, I gotta help my boy Jess out. Jess is that's Jess, my main man. It first goes like this. It goes me, then it goes God Black, then it goes Jess, and then it goes.
Wait, Kirkwood, the engineer.
Oh, Kirkwood. And then
Landon, the intern.
Yeah. You know, I got all them first. And
wait. And then Jose, the guy that cleans up the bathrooms.
Right, clean up all the toilets, and then it comes Speedy.
Oh!
And with that thought, the number to call into is 855-369-9898. You're listening to After the Game with Gary Payton and your boy Speedy.
Hey, Speedy.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how you thought about all the Deion Sanders speech. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, everybody's tripping because they thought he went too long. And I didn't think he went too long. I think when and I'd assume you're probably going to do the same thing. When you get that spotlight and you're going to be in the Hall of Fame, which means you'll be recognized long after you leave this earth, hey, man, go for it. Go for it. Say it all.
I'm on your side, man.
Because if you don't say it all, somebody's going to be waiting on the side going, you didn't say my name. So,
well, that's all right. And then they're going to have to recognize it was an exciting moment for me, man. Yeah. I can't name everybody, man. You got to name the main people. That's about it. And just keep it rolling. I love when he just he came with the bandana and put it on.
I thought that was off. I thought they bit that on there first. And I went,
but you know, He could have, really would have set it off as a bandana and a gold chain. He should have put that gold chain on there because that's his trademark, you know.
Or he could have put the little thing around his neck. You know how he got the little direct TV little commercial when he eat a butter. Right now, he got the thing around his neck. He'd been clowning if he would have been doing all that.
Now, GP, here's the question: are you gonna cry when they call your name?
Cry, man. What
yes, you are.
You gonna
cry. You gonna cry?
Man, for what?
Because you from Oakland, and you cannot tell me a young man from Oakland playing on them parks was going to see itself in the Hall of Fame one day.
I never said I ever said that, but I'm not going to cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be happy as heck because the reason I'm going to be happy is that my mother and father got a chance. I hope they have a chance to live to see me do that. You know what I'm saying? And they living now, so it's all good. You know, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be joyful. I'm going to give much respect to both of them because
I cry for you.
Cry for me then, man. You're going to be there anyway, man. I'm going to have one of those suits anyway, man.
Wait a minute. Wait, GP. You're not quite sure the Speedy going to be working. that is several months away.
Yeah, I can't fuck up between now and then. It could go bad. Trust me.
It's happened before.
It's happened before. It ain't like no new shit.
Don't worry about it, man. Just stay positive because we going to probably, do our show from there anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So chill out, man. You should be fine.
Yeah. Now on that tip, Gary Payton, real quick. I understand. I saw all of the Hall of Fame recipients, but none of their busts look like them. None of them. I mean,
they never do.
They never. I mean, especially Deion's. It looked nothing like him.
Deion looked like Tupac.
And Marshall Fox actually looked like his. Marshall Fox was actually lighter than him. That was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that.
Well, some of them statues and stuff they're not gonna look alike, man. You know how you get them bobbleheads? They make you fat, they make your head bigger, real huge.
They didn't have to do that with you because your head was already big to begin with.
If they made a bobblehead of you, they don't even have to do nothing. They just put a big old bowl out there. And you know what I'm saying? It's no problem. It's no problem at all.
Make sure you call in, man. 855-369-9898. You're listening to After the Game GP, who is on the road, not here in the building, but we still act like he was here.
Well, that's what that was about.
Hey, man, listen, man. I'll be back the next week. I'll be all good. Don't worry about it. I have a lot of stories for y'all telling you what's going on, but shit, we just still going to have fun like we doing cracking right now. Y'all call on in. Let me know what's happening. I can't see my partners right now, but y'all call on in. We going to have big time fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, we're going to take a break real quick.
Take a quick break.
But listen to this. The Foxxhole, we told you something big was coming to the Foxxhole. We're going to be broadcasting live the week of the 22nd through the 28th, D.C. for the Martin Luther King. What was that? Oh, the song, yeah. I'm sorry, it threw me off. We'll be broadcasting live for the Martin Luther King unveiling of the monument.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Foxxhole's going to be there live. They're talking about over 500,000 people on the mall down there. It's going to be really nice.
I was there for the
We'll be right in the middle.
Inaugurations.
Yeah, but this is bigger.
Can't get no bigger.
No, it's bigger. Trust me. Okay, all right. Well, that's because you're not going. GP will be there.
Don't hit him in the head like that.
Take a quick break. Be right back after the game, baby.
For sure.
We're back to the #1 sports show in the universe. It's been called #1 by even Rush Limbaugh. Ladies and gentlemen,
that was Rusty Limbaugh.
It's Gary Payton.
Hey, listen here. Hey, Speedy, you a hater, man. That's the best in the world, man. Sports show, man. We talk about everything.
No, you know I love it.
Hey, just for that, Speedy, I ain't give you none of the Nike gear I got.
What? Did I tell you I was sorry about everything?
Yeah, I thought you would say that.
You got
box I got today.
Yeah, I hit you with a text about 5 in the morning. I was up all fucking night, man. My daughter kept me up, man.
Hold on. You didn't get your announce or anything?
No, I didn't get anything.
No, Gary didn't get me?
Oh, shoot. So, Jeff.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeff.
Yeah, what's going on?
Tell me what's going on in sports right now. Tell me something.
Well, you know your boy. Go ahead. You was going to tell about.
We were talking about the Football Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame. This year's class is being inducted in the next week. Biggest names: Dennis Rodman, Chris Mullin, Arvydas Sabonis, Artis Gilmore, just to name a few. But Dennis Rodman's getting the most attention, obviously for what he did. You know, he had the crazy hair, but one of the greatest rebounders of all time. Averaged for his career over 13 boards a game. Had a couple years where he averaged over 18 boards. So.
Woo.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
gonna be nice, man. Everybody, when is that? When is they supposed to do that, Jess?
I believe that's coming up in 1 week. So next week it's coming up, Basketball Hall of Fame. We were talking about the speeches. I'm interested in seeing what Rodman has to say when he gets up there.
I wonder if they're going to have a tattoo on his bus.
Oh, man, you crazy. And then
the yellow and purple hair?
He letting Phil Jackson introduce him and Tex Winters. Phil introducing him, too. So that's going to be pretty interesting, man, to go up there and see what Dennis Rodman say. I think he's going to act crazy, man. But y'all better work. Y'all better stay tuned, man, because I think something's going to happen.
Wait a minute. Now I can tell you for Gary Payton, I was over at Penny Marshall's house.
Wow, name dropping.
And they were doing a special on Dennis Rodman. What'd you say?
He said name dropping. He said you.
Well, I had to tell you that because she's doing a special. She's a producer.
Oh, okay.
So she's doing a special for TV for Dennis Rodman going into the Hall of Fame, and she talks to him like every day, and so he's like he don't know what to say. He doesn't even know if he's gonna say anything.
He might not, man. I'm telling y'all, he might get up there and just say thank you and just bounce.
Yeah, sometimes he do that too because he can't get his words together.
Well, his thing is like, what do you do after the Hall of Fame? What is there left to do?
Die.
He said he was go. He said it ain't nothing to do but die. That his statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. So he said he ain't got nothing else to do but be that, and now all he got to do is die. That's what he said, and I don't know why that is. So, but
nah, I think he's just joking. He has to be just joking saying that.
Yeah, I hope.
But I mean, what else could he do? Do you think he could coach anywhere or do anything?
No,
it ain't no coaching. No coaching. He has to change his. He has to change his appearance, his style, everything, his lifestyle. People would have to take a chance on him because of what his demeanor was already, what he's done, and all that other stuff. And I don't think any kind of university or any kind of organization wants him to be a part of that if they don't know what he's going to do. They don't know what he's going to do.
GP, what he should do is do either, if not a book or a how-to video on how to rebound, showing these dudes how to block out and how to go after them boards. That's something he can make some money on doing that, because I know I would buy that for my son to show him how to get rebounds, how to block out, how to get to that man and put that ass on him and get him out the way.
But Mr. Gary Payton.
And even if he goes and works out with some of these kids and show them how to rebound, if he can get that into his into his program and his life, and then don't be going there being messed up or anything, he can get people to come and bring him in and show his talents of how to do that to a big man who is struggling and that don't know how to get a rebound. You know what I'm saying? And block out.
You as a player, Mr. Payton, not call him Mr. Payton.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I know Gary.
Hey, Speedy, I got a box of
thing.
stuff over here, Speedy.
Oh, my bad. Hey, Mr. Payton, go right ahead, Mr.
There you go.
Yeah. As a player and as a person who could be a potential coach yourself, would you even consider bringing a Dennis Rodman into an NBA team and just kind of maybe during the preseason or whatever? I mean, well, Kareem was a legend, but I'm saying Dennis Rodman, even though you said he needs to change his whole style, would you bring him in to talk to some of your teammates and maybe coach them a little bit on rebounding?
No, I wouldn't. Right now, I would have to see a different side of Dennis Rodman, but I would take a chance. I would bring him in and just for practice purposes. I wouldn't put him in anything else. I would just have him go and try to work out with some of the guys in practice. You know what I'm saying? Have him just as a practice person, not trying to put him out there on game days and stuff like that, just on a practice level and give him an opportunity to prove himself there. You know what I'm saying? If I was a head coach, I would take a chance. I would reach out to him and try to do it if I had a forward or a center who was struggling and didn't know how to do it, and I needed his type of intensity, because I would, with his intensity and his work ethics and how he knew how to get a rebound, I would want him to teach anybody. I would have to just take a chance.
I think somebody like him and Kevin Love should definitely. Kevin Love is one of the best rebounders I've seen. Just literally block his man out and go to work.
And that's because of his father too. His father was a pretty good basketball player and a rebounder in the NBA too. So he learned that stuff, and he learned the fundamentals, and he learned that he's not really more as athletic as a lot of these guys, but if he puts that big body on him and gets him out the way, he know how to rebound. He'll screen you out and let the ball hit the floor and then grab it. You know what I'm saying? Then he knows how to touch. he know how to get a rebound, tip it, touch it, and keep it up above his shoulder, above his head, and where nobody can rip it and do that type of stuff. See, that's the kind of stuff that you need to learn with young kids today because they think they're so athletic they can get away with a lot of stuff.
Can't get away. Now, you have somebody from Twitter, my man Eli, wants to know, do you think Reggie Miller should have made the Hall of Fame or should make the Hall of Fame?
I think he should have made it this year. Reggie has been up for, 2 years now? And, him and Mark Jackson both have been up. But I think some of this stuff goes on what you have done, in your career. And it really affects a lot of these guys who are the right in the middle type of basketball player who can be a Hall of Famer and who can't be a Hall of Famer. And I think it affects them because then these guys start looking at their stats, looking at what they've done and stuff like that. With Dennis Rodman, he took him a minute to make it, but as being a rebounder and all that old stuff, I think his demeanor stopped him from going to the Hall of Fame when he first was eligible. But now everybody's starting to, get through it and whatever. Now they put him in because they look at his stats. But I think Reggie Miller will make it. I hope he make it in the next year or so. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think anyone from the Pacers has ever been, except maybe Mel Daniels, I think.
Yeah, Mel Daniels probably the only one. Yeah, that's it. I don't think anybody else from the Pacers.
Do you think him not having a ring, let's say if he would have had a ring, do you think he would have got in sooner? Do you think that has a play in it?
I don't know. That ring stuff is to me, it helps you. I don't know why. But like I said, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Barkley, they don't have one. And it doesn't make a difference. What numbers you put up and the things that you do, then it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So, John Stockton didn't score a lot. I don't even think John Stockton scored over 20,000 points. Probably not. But he still made the Hall of Fame because, of his assists, his steals, the things he did accomplish, all that type of stuff. Reggie's been to the Olympics once and stuff like that, and he should. I mean, he should make it. I mean, it's just going to take a little longer.
Yeah, and Reggie's one of the players. He said he doesn't have a ring, but that doesn't always make a difference. You mentioned Stockton, Malone, Patrick Ewing, Chris Mullin, who played for the Pacers, by the way. Not for his whole career, but for that kind of stuff.
What I'm saying is not that he wouldn't have got it because he didn't have a ring, but if he'd had a ring, would he have gotten in sooner?
No.
I mean,
on that first ballot.
I mean, like Stockton, Malone, Ewing, they all got in first ballot without a ring. So I don't know if that made a difference at all. He got to the finals, so he performed well in the playoffs. I don't know if it really made a difference.
Indiana went one time.
One time.
They went once, and then Chris Mullins has been on there for a long time, and he just made it. You know what I'm saying? He's been up for a minute, so it takes the time, and I think it takes the committee who's doing it, who's voting.
Who are these guys? Who are they? Is it like in baseball?
They're starting to change it up. I think Bob McAdoo is on there. I think a little couple of other little basketball players is on there, and some coaches. So they mix it up. So it's good for them to see that. And because
so sports writers don't vote for you guys, not like in baseball. Sports writers vote.
I think some of the on a panel. I think the panel is only 26 players, 26 people. And I think you got to have at least 19, if I'm not correct, Jess, if you look that up. I think you have to have 19 to go to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Payton, as a professional broadcaster, I happen to hold the vote for you for the Hall of Fame this year. Wondering if you have those sneakers in a size 9.
Yeah, I got them, right. I got everybody. Everybody on the committee, I got something for you.
Oh, you got baby gap size? I didn't know you had the baby gap one. I ain't no grown man wear a size 9.
You need to stop talking about his family. Hey, look.
Now, we got football coming now. Football starts tomorrow. Yes.
Who play tomorrow?
Oakland.
Oakland and who?
Oakland and Arizona. We got Denver and Dallas, Seattle, San Diego, Jacksonville, New England, and probably the biggest one tomorrow, Baltimore, Philadelphia.
I'm going to watch that game.
Those are all the games tomorrow, and then everyone's playing this weekend.
Don't expect your A players to play tomorrow.
Yeah, Vic's not
going to. They'll play about 3 minutes.
2 minutes. 3 or 4 plays, and then they good, man. And
Come
then
on out of there.
They get ready. So how many? They're going to have all their preseason games?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
the only thing is that those cuts are going to be coming.
Season.
Yeah, but those cuts are going to come hard and fast. When normally, I think they would have cut already, right? But before they got to that first preseason game, wasn't they?
Oh yeah, but usually, the last cuts are by the third or fourth preseason game. it's going to be a little later. They've had like a week or two of practice now. It's
lot of
really
pink
sped
slips
up right now.
Need that helmet and that playbook, pimp.
After tomorrow, man, when they after that game and they walk in that locker room, boy, I don't even think they're gonna save them. They're gonna give them that little pink slip as soon as
you walk through the door. Here, this is for you. The other player's gone in the shower. Gone.
Hey, we got somebody on the line. See if we can take some callers.
Let's get the call. Let's get the number out there. 855-369-9898 is the number to call into. You're listening to After the Game with Gary, Payton, and Speedy. All right.
I don't know about
He always
that.
say
You got to change that.
Gary,
yeah, we got to definitely change and Speedy. You know what I'm saying? Man, God, man, we got to leave that alone.
That's hot.
Hey, let's hope that that Jonathan Butler's son makes the team because he's on the Saints. He's on the Saints.
What position?
He's a cornerback.
Oh, okay, corner.
Okay, well, sure, yeah, we hope so, man. Hope he get a chance to do that and become a football player and everything, man. Let's hope.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping on that, and I hope your son does well as well. Going to that little prep school. Is the prep school nice? Is it a nice school? Or?
It's nice. They came out and seen him work out, and they were really impressed, and they got in touch with me real quick and said, "Listen, man, we gonna give everything to him and all of those stuff, and we'll get him into college."
Is he baby glove?
No. He long, man. He dunks and all that stuff. I don't do that dunking.
Yeah, you never did that. You never.
I don't do that dunking. So
thing.
he blocks shots and he play defense, get rebounds. He real long. He about 6'3", long as heck, and then he got to work on his jump shot a little bit, but he got the concept of the game. You know what I'm saying? He knows to play. He know how to play the game.
Did you have a jump shot when you came in the league, or you was mostly going to the hole?
No, I didn't. I mean, my jump shot didn't start coming along until probably 96 or something, 6 years in the league. And then when I started my jump shot, I still didn't have a jump shot. I just was confident. You know what I'm saying? Every time I felt like I shot it, it was going to go in. But people don't understand. I'm not a Reggie Miller. I'm not a shooter. I'm a scorer. Mm-hmm. My job was just to play defense, direct the team, and get the ball in the basket, whichever way it had to come. And that's what I was, and it worked for me. Shoot, I scored over 20,000 points, so I'm cool with it.
All right. Stay right there, GP. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back. It's After the Game with Gary, Payton, and Speedy.
Not Speedy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We are back.
No.
We're not back?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the #1 rated sports show in the country. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, eat your heart out. It's Gary Payton.
Hey, I feel like
Pump that beat.
Really hope so. Lay low, nobody moving till I say so. Remember my tent rolling deep like the president. See, I don't go to clubs, I don't chase a bitch. I'm here to
Yeah.
You see that, man? That's Late Dog and Snoopy, boy. Late Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Missed that, brother. Now, we want this last question we got for you, at least on the Hall of Fame stuff, when the Twitter people wrote in, and they were wondering, Mr. Payton, when you go into the Hall of Fame, are you going in as a supersonic, even though that team does not exist?
Yes, I am. No question. That's what I'm going in as. Nothing else. That's where you guys seen my career at. I can't go there. I played for them for 13 years. So everybody else, I played for 1 and then Miami 2. So I have to go in as Sonic.
Oh, man, don't forget Minnesota. Don't sleep on that now.
Minnesota,
Or was it Milwaukee? Or you one of them little bullshit things you went.
Oh, man, listen here, man. I played for Milwaukee for 2 months. Come on now.
You didn't even take your shoes off.
Good city, man. It was a great city. You know what I'm saying?
So we got more football games, more football happening on Friday. We got game. What's the games on Friday?
All right, Friday games, we got Cincinnati and Detroit, Pittsburgh and Washington. And I don't know, Speedy, if you heard, but Rex Grossman, the quarterback for Washington, said that they are going to win the NFC East.
Shit.
And they are probably the worst team in the NFC East.
What, Grossman went from Chicago to Washington?
Yeah, Rex is good. He there. But he's going to get a chance to start, so that is there. But Washington, please, man.
Washington's terrible, man. So, Jeff, tell us about this basketball with them three stars that talk about going overseas.
We got pretty much everyone is saying they're going to go. Dwayne Wade said he'll play somewhere, quote unquote, somewhere this year.
Park somewhere. He said he's going to play.
Where did Ron Artest go?
Ron Artest is rumored to go to the UK, to London.
It's Meta World.
Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace.
Okay, and then Durant.
Kevin Durant is talking to the same Turkish team Kobe, Darren Williams went to, and the one that's going after Kobe as well. If they don't get Kobe, then Durant is already talking to them. So that team apparently has a lot of money.
I'm going.
Oh, they got a lot of money. And then who was the other third one?
Carlos Boozer said he's definitely going overseas if,
he gonna get hurt.
The NBA is delayed.
He going to get hurt. He always get hurt.
He's probably already hurt.
Yeah, he's right. Dude, get hurt. I've never seen somebody stay.
So we got to get us a ticket to go over here and see what happens, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And of course, there's still the rumors with people in China going to play over there. They have a lot of money to throw on. Chris
China
Paul,
got a lot of money.
Carmelo Anthony. They
just can't stay there for the earthquakes.
Okay, so that's it. Shit, we're doing something. We got any callers so we can get to the on the line?
Excuse me, Mr. Payton, as a person on the Hall of Fame committee, I would suggest that you go back and play in Turkey.
Yeah, you can get that money, GP.
Man, y'all crazy as man. I ain't going to play nowhere, man. Y'all know I'm 43 years old. Y'all tripping.
No.
I'm going to stay right over here and keep messing with Speedy.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are going to do that. We got a phone call? I think we had a phone call. No, we don't. We'll get to that phone call in a few minutes. A lot of people saying they can't wait for football to begin. And who's the best player that you can compare to Deion Sanders? GP.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. Anybody?
Nobody can compare to him. I always say that. That's just like when they say compare Kobe to Jordan. You can't compare Kobe to Jordan. Two different players. You know what I'm saying? They might have, he's good, and Kobe was good, and Jordan was great. So you can't compare. You always can say who can be like him. You know what I'm saying? And I think the boy Revis is the best one that can do that.
But he don't have no flair, though.
He's not as fancy as Deion was, because that's why they call him Prime Time. That's why I used to love him, because he was a hot guy. You know what I'm saying? And the only person who compared to him as a high sider to me is T.O. So you can't compare nobody to Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is always going to be his own person.
Yeah, I think one was the best story ever told was when he went to the tryouts and he ran a 4.1, 4.2?
Yeah.
For what? It was a 3.9, and then picked his shoes up and left.
That's a cold piece, ain't it?
That's a cold piece right there. You don't even do the rest of that shit. We ain't finna do no bench press.
Listen, man, I ain't got to do nothing else for y'all, man. When y'all said P9, man, look here, get my shoes, man. I'm going to the car, man. Holla at me.
Holla at me. Now, let me ask you this, GP. When you went to training camp, that first season about to go into the league, was you really impressing them dudes, or how was it going? How was it for you that summer?
I was a holdout. I didn't come in until like the 4th day of camp. So everybody was already mad at me and people wanted to go at me. But the first day I came to camp, I had a pretty good camp. They was about to scrimmage. They was doing a lot of scrimmaging. I had stayed in shape and stuff, and I did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know none of the plays, but I was working hard. I was getting to the bucket. I was getting people up, and it was a big difference because you came against guys who were bigger, stronger, knew how to play the game and taught you a lot of stuff, and you just a raw hide out there. So, it was a lot different, but I was having fun, but I had a dude like Nate McMillan who guided me through it and put me through a lot of stuff.
Why'd you hold out?
They wouldn't give me my paper.
How much was you trying to get? Like an
And
extra
I was trying to
$40?
get everything I can get. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't talking right. But I started off with about $3 million a year for about 7 years, so it was kind of cool.
Oh, okay. From Oakland, God.
Yeah, from Oakland, man.
He's my mom.
About 20-something million. But during that time, see, man, you can sign long contracts. You know what I'm saying? You can sign 7 to 8 year deals and stuff like that. And it was kind of cool because Derek Coleman had just got, I think he had just got 7 years, something like 3.5 or 4 million. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I got a
I
trivia
wanted
for
to
you.
get close to him, and they wasn't talking about it. They was only offering me like 6 years, and I'm like 18 or something like that, and my agent didn't want it, so we just held out, and I was the last one to get in camp.
Now, you remember when your boy signed that tennis shoe deal with LA Gear? Derek Coleman signed with LA Gear.
And they had
shoes was terrible.
Shoes too, man.
Them shoes was terrible.
That was terrible. You know, everybody was trying to get theirs. You know what I'm saying? And it was so fortunate that I was already with Nike, And Nike was, on me tough ever since then. And, I was
played in Oregon.
So that was
That's
right there. So my deal went real smooth and quick. That was the first deal I signed, them in the card with flares and all that stuff. That was my first deals I signed.
That's hot. Yeah, but you was already in Oregon. That don't count.
Yeah, that was true. I had been wearing Nikes, man, for how long? You know what I'm saying? So Phil Knight was already accustomed to me, and I told him I wasn't going nowhere, so he signed me quick.
Yeah, GP, last night my friend challenged me in 2K, I got to say this, and I played with the Sonics, with you, the 96 Sonics, dropped 31 points and 8 assists with Gary Payton.
Hey, you know what, Jeff? Everybody always be telling me about our 96 team on that 2K, man. They say we was cold. They say I was even colder. You hear that? You hear that, Speedy?
But did you have any steals in the game? No.
Hey, man, on that thing, that ain't on that 2K, man, they just talking about getting buckets, man. They ain't talking about ripping nobody. They getting buckets.
I was throwing down, some dunks, had beat the Jordan's Bulls by 25 points. So.
Right, Speedy. I'm telling you, man, my 96 team was cold.
But I played the game. They had your little character was so dark, man. I couldn't even see it. You know how you go on the sideline. You disappear when you go by the sideline.
Hey, that's the cold thing about it. You don't even have a character. You just got
No, you know what? You could put yourself in the game. I'm actually in my game, and I scored 35.
In what game?
I put myself on the Bulls.
Oh, you created yourself?
Yes, sir.
What did you create?
I used my high school. I used my high school numbers. I used my high school numbers. I was nice in high school. I keep telling you this, boy.
Nice in
Speedy.
high school.
Yes.
Man, listen, Speedy. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to get some videotapes of you in high school, and we're going to play that for everybody and see what you was doing. Do you got any videotapes of yourself?
They had reel-to-reel back then.
Oh, VHS, huh? Boy, you so good, boy. You be just talking, man, and everybody always say your game is terrible. Hello? Hello?
Yo, we are back. It's after the game. Gary Payton. Right here on XM98. Call in 855-369-9898. Call in. Take that phone call. Talking about a whole lot. We had a
Make that phone call. Make that phone call. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Hey, Speedy.
Yes, sir.
You got a game? You got a video game with you on it?
Yes, I do. I put myself on there.
Man, that's just ridiculous.
I used my high school
stats.
stats. I averaged
anything can do go down on a video game now, huh?
in high school. I averaged 13 points a game and 11 rebounds.
Boy, you just fantasizing, man. Boy, you're fantasizing. Boy, you know what? I'll get you a T-shirt and say fantasy is the key. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna let you spell it. How about that, you motherfucker? Fantasy is the key.
Hey, Gary Payton, I have one question for you.
Yes.
Who is the biggest hot dog right now in the NBA? Who are the biggest hot dogs, and where are they from?
The biggest hot dogs. Shit, you know you gotta say. Chad Ochocinco. Where you from?
Well, football, you mean? Chad, I was hot dogs.
Chad.
Yeah, I go with Chad. But
got,
I know why Chad does it.
The defensive line. What's his name? One always talking crazy.
Yeah, that they
James
thinking about
Harrison.
training. Didn't they trade him?
No, Harrison's still there.
I thought he got traded.
Trade him.
No, he's not.
Fool to get rid of him. Who else is a big hot dog? Let me see.
You sure? Because he apologized, but I thought he apologized after he got traded.
No, he was at Pittsburgh, dude. That Pittsburgh ain't trading him.
Who's that?
James Harrison.
No, he's still with Pittsburgh. Still right now.
Pittsburgh, dude. Wait, do you know anything about sports?
No, you don't.
Watch your tone and your delivery.
But Mr. Payton, sir, we're talking about in overall sports, not just football, not just basketball, overall sports, and where are they from?
Who's the biggest hot dog?
Yeah.
Ever of all time?
Gotta be from that.
GP, you think?
No, you ain't gotta say that twice. I didn't know you were talking about of all time.
All of them from Oakland anyway. All of them from Oakland. All of them are from Oakland.
Who's
all the
the
big
other
hot dogs.
Who's the other one?
Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell.
You know, J.R. Rod. All man, Bill Russell.
Ricky Henderson.
Oh, Ricky Henderson, yeah.
B. Bryce, y'all. We cold. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky B. Ricky.
We all cold, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky. Wow. Yeah, GP, I'll definitely give you that because, like I said, I saw your first game when you came to the Forum. I'll let y'all know who that was. And you was talking shit to Magic and everybody on that bench.
You damn right. I'm going to go at everybody, man. You got to understand me, man. I'm going to go at them, man.
Yeah.
You think, Speedy.
And I think you was coming off the bench.
The pickup games, you know, the over 50 club.
Ain't that a bitch?
But, you know, you do that a lot, Gary Payton. You was in the league for a long time. Who actually really got you where you was like, man, they got me. I can't do not playing, but as far as talking trash, you know, who really got you good?
Larry Bird. Larry Bird probably is the best one that got me, man. He's like, little youngster, you ain't been doing this enough, man. He said, I'm gonna come over here and shoot this jumper in your face, and then, you know what coming December. And then I was like, what? He on the 25th. I said, what, Christmas? He said, Merry Christmas. And hit that jumper. Oh, my God. But he was cold, man. He had the best mouthpiece of all people because he can get right where he wanted to, man, and get out on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think Larry Bird was probably the coldest mouthpiece ever to me.
So the whole time you did him, he's talking shit to you?
Oh, yeah, he'll talk shit to you anywhere. He'd be like, man, ain't nobody going to hold me. He'll tell you where he going to shoot at. He'll say he'll shoot from the hash mark, and you better be up on him. And then he'll say, I'm going to put you in the corner, and I'm going to hit it all. I'm going to shoot a rainbow, and it's going to go right in your mouth. He'll do all that. Ask everybody about him, man. He was probably the coldest talker of all time, man, to me. You know what I'm saying? He used to get at you, man, just talk bad to you, too.
But you know, as a fan watching it at home,
you don't see it.
When do you guys actually do that talking? Because we don't see it on TV.
I didn't see it.
You can't see it now because they don't let them talk. But with us, man, we do it all while we dribbling the ball, while we guarding them, we running down the court and we running back. You know, after we make a shot, we always say something to them. Or when they on the block trying to post you up, you talking to them, man. Even when they on the free throw line, we walk by them and say stuff to them, man. But you know, when they shooting the free throw, we sitting up back there, you know, and everybody think they line it up. We talking to the bench, we talking to all the other players, man. We doing all kind of stuff. But nowadays, man, you know, the NBA don't let you do all that.
Yeah, because they took the fun out of the game. Now, they used to tell stories.
Because if the referees see you even chit-chatting, they'll come over there and check you real quick because they don't even know what's going on and they don't even want nothing to get started. They don't even know if you're friends, buddies, what y'all talking about or nothing. They'll be right there in your face right away.
All right. Now, if this is true or not, because I know you were right there with Jordan, they said back in the day he would do the fake slap on the wrist to make it sound like he got fouled. Is that true?
Yeah, and they used to go for it too, man. He wouldn't even be near him, and he'd be like, oh, and they'd be like, oh, and one. You know what I'm saying? He used to do that good. He used to always do that. That's why, you know, he always used to flick the ball up and he hit his hand because he always wanted to get a foul just in case he didn't make the shot. And then sometime he'll make it. You know what I'm saying? You remember when they was playing against the Lakers and he did that heck of a shot and then he flicked it up and then you remember when he shrugged his shoulders against Portland? That was all that, man. He used to always make the referees seem like, you know, it was all like
that. Did that against y'all, too. We got on the phone out of Chicago. We got David on the phone. What's up, Dave?
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to the show, man.
Yo, Gary, who do you think is the best player in the NBA right now?
Who I think is the best player in the NBA? Honestly, I still think Kobe is the best player in the NBA to me because he make shots. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about he's getting old and stuff like that, but I still think that if I would put him on a team, if he switched with LeBron on that Miami team, Miami would have won that series in 5 games because he would have made shots and he would have stepped up with LeBron with Dwayne and the boy Bosh. So I still think he's the best player in the NBA.
Wow. Okay.
All right, cool.
Thank you for the phone call, man.
All right, we got another caller. It's Rajan from Canada. So what's going on, Rajan?
We are global.
Rajan, what's going on?
Hey, Gary, this is, I'd like to say I'm your biggest fan, but yeah, how did you get so good at defense and so focused on it?
Well, I think that came from when I went to college and I went to play for a coach who just was nothing but focused on defense, and that was Ralph Miller. When I went to Oregon State, I was an offensive-minded player when I came out of high school, and when he came there and we didn't play with a basketball for a week when practice started, just to do defensive slides, drills, pretend like we had a basketball, and he said we're going to focus on defense before we do anything else because we know we can score and all that stuff, the guys we had. He said, but we're going to play defense first, and that's when I got so good, and he came over to me, and he said, let me tell you something. I watched all your videos and tapes. You have great feet and hands that I think you're going to be one of the greatest defensive players to play this game. And so it happened that way.
Oh, okay. So that's something you can teach to other kids then. You should do it.
Yeah, that's my plan. Once I get further and further on, I've been out of basketball now for 5 years, and I think it's time I didn't have a nice little run where I got to see my kids. All my kids are gone now except my little one. So I think it's about time for me to get back to doing things in basketball and trying to teach these other kids the right way to play.
And I think the first way is me and you play a one-on-one so I can whoop your ass. Out of Alabama, we got Reggie on the phone. Reggie!
Hey, Speedy, let's play for a cheeseburger, fries, and a shake.
Whatever. You just bring your $20K. Reggie's on the phone. What's up, Reg?
Woo, boy, I put that cheeseburger out of there, boy. You probably going to beat my ass, ain't you?
What's up, Reggie?
Hey, GP, I got a quick question for you, man. How crazy is Barkley on the court back in y'all days?
Ooh, he was real crazy, man. He used to talk like gang and smack, too. You remember him and Shaq got into it and all that stuff. But Charles used to try to punk everybody, you know what I'm saying? He used to always try to out-talk somebody or scare somebody. And so, he was a crazy cat on the court. But off the court, he cool as heck, man. So, but on the court, he was crazy.
Wow. I guess you can see that in Charles.
Yeah, just like Karl Malone. Karl Malone was like that on the court. Everybody thought he was dirty, but he just did what he had to do. But, man, off the court, man, that's one of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and him just got off the phone just recently, man, just a little while ago, texting back and forth, saying what's up. So he a good dude.
He must have been eating because he kind of fluffy on them commercials. I don't know if it's the tennis shoes or...
Man, he a Louisiana man in the backwoods, man, on his farm. What you think he doing? But he still work out, though, man. He work out. When you get older, man, you get like 47, 48 years old, dude, that weight get on you, man. You can work out as so much, but, you got to, you still want to
look at Speedy.
Hey, I'm losing weight. Trust your boy. We're going to play this one-on-one. GP, we got to get out of here, but we're going to play this one-on-one for $20K. Yeah. And I'm going to donate half to charity. Watch.
Okay, and then
which is my kid's mom. My mama kid's name is Charity.
That's $1,000 to 10. That ain't going to work.
Yeah, I'm going to win. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to win.
Whatever.
And I'm going to YouTube it. I'm going to send it to your son in prep school, and they're going to clown you and him all together.
We're going to make this happen, too. And God bless. We're going to make sure this go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Speedy's not talking about basketball.
What am I talking about?
Talking about badminton.
What are you talking about?
All right, we got K-Lo-C from the KC. So, what's up, K-Lo-C?
You got to put some brother.
Hey, what's happening now?
There it is.
Hey, man, I just got a question for GP. Actually, I got two questions. At one time, Jordan had said something about you being impotent or something in the finals in '96. And I wanted to hear your take on that. I know Jordan probably wasn't the most, everybody, he was beloved outside of the league, but probably inside of the league, it sounded like the way I've been hearing it, that Jordan really wasn't all. The players didn't really, they respected him, but he wasn't as liked as he was outside of the league. And I was wanting you to elaborate on that. And also about Stockton. What was your take on John Stockton? That's all I got.
Well, on the Michael Jordan thing, man, if he said that, that was whatever. He didn't say it to my face, so I ain't really worried about it. A lot of people probably didn't like Jordan because of his attitude and the way he approached the game with other players, because he probably thought he was too better than everybody else. But, I don't care nothing about that. As long as somebody don't come in my face with that crap, because I'm going to go right back in their face about it. if I hear it off the streets, I don't know if he said it, so it really don't bother me about that. So, but with John Stockton, like I said, I'm going to have him introduce me if I go to the Hall of Fame. I'm going to have him induct me into the Hall of Fame, him and George Gervin. So I really respect him. George Gervin, I respect him so much because when I was a kid, I grew up watching him. John Stockton is the dude I idolized when I was in the NBA. Nobody never knew that I had idolized anybody because I really wasn't that type of dude to put that up forth because I wasn't scared of nobody. But he was a dude that I really respected a lot. So to me, I think he's the best basketball player I ever played against.
Wow. That's dope, man. I never knew you liked John Stockton. Did he talk smack?
No, never.
Okay.
He just went to work, man. That's why everybody thought he was dirty, man, because he just went to work, man. That's why he owned all them records, man, with the assists and the steals and stuff. He just went to work, man. Sure, he came and played his little 30 minutes. Sure, he get his little 12 points, 15 assists, 6 steals, and 4 or 5 rebounds, and they win all the games. So, shoot, that's how he was.
Yeah, but you got something he don't got. That ring. All right, we got to get ready to get out of here.
But, he got something I don't got.
What's that?
So, shoot,
yeah, but you go get that. Don't worry about it.
Put a mark on the career, man. Once you go in that hall, man, it's just a little bit different.
That's what I'm talking about. So once again, if you want to get in touch with GP, hit him at Gary Payton _20 on Twitter, and you can hit me at Speedy is Funny. That's Speedy IZ Funny. Let us know what you thought of the show.
It's a lie.
Been a great show. GP, we'll see you in the office next week, right?
Yeah.
You'll be in the office next week.
I'll be in the office, man. I'm coming with my suit and tie on, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all really look forward to it. I'll be there, man. We're going to have fun next week. Man, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but you know I'm always there in spirit. But I'll be back next week.
I'm going to need that box, pimp. That Nike box.
Yeah, I got you, Pepper Player.
My brother.
See you later.
Need them size 9.